What's up everyone, welcome back to another Bookmap tutorial. I'm your host Kevin with Bullish Bears, and in today's video I'm going to cover how to use the Icebergs Indicator on Bookmap. This is a fantastic tool to find where institutions might be breaking up their larger orders into smaller orders. So I'm going to explain what an iceberg order is and how we could use this tool and some live examples. So let's get into it. So what is an iceberg order? An iceberg order is a large order split into smaller visible orders, with the majority of the order hidden from the public. It's designed to disguise the true size of the order to avoid impacting the market price. So if a big institution was looking to go long or short, they're not going to go in their full size with one quick buy or sell. They're going to break it up, and that's what we see with the icebergs. So how it works is the visible portion of the order is known as the tip, hence the iceberg reference, while the hidden portion is concealed in the order book until the tip is filled. Now, how does the iceberg indicator work on Bookmap? It helps with detecting where there are large icebergs in the market. So the iceberg indicator in Bookmap identifies where there are large hidden orders that are being executed, revealing the true buying and selling dynamics that are not visible in the standard order book. The visualization of the Bookmap tool helps as well. Bookmap visually represents these hidden orders, showing where large buyers and sellers are entering or exiting positions. In the next section, we're going to go over some live examples of how we can use this tool. Alright, we are currently looking at the ES, it's the S&P 500 futures, August 23rd of 2024 at 10:27. I am going to bring up a trading view chart soon so we can see exactly what's going on. So market is open at this point, and we see that we have a very strong iceberg of 205. Now, it's not the strongest, there are definitely stronger, but it's on the heavier side compared to the other icebergs we see right now, 25, 21. We do have a big one at 239, but we see that they pulled that order, so that order is no longer active. As of now, we have this 205 iceberg around that 56-55 level. So if we were looking to trade with the icebergs, we could look for a potential long position if price comes into this area and look for a scalp to the next area of liquidity. So we're going to let it play out and see that buyers are starting to hold while creating another strong area of an iceberg at this 2660. And as we break it, we create another large iceberg, which tells me that there are a lot of sellers coming into the market. So even though we're trying to push higher at this moment, there's heavy icebergs. We have 300, now we have another one at 304 that's been building up. This is telling me that there is a lot of sellers, right? There's an iceberg. We see the tip of the iceberg of sellers right over here, which means there's a lot larger selling going on. We're keeping an eye on that, and we're seeing if sellers want to step in here to trap these buyers. Right now it is 10:29. We're starting to pull back. We had a very heavy iceberg. We could then look to take a short position with a strong iceberg above us and put our stop loss right above that. So that's another way we can use icebergs in our trading for scalps, and then we can maybe target the next iceberg or the next level on heat map. So that would be a pretty solid risk to reward, only risking about 2 points to make about 5 or 6. So we're going to fast forward it a little bit to see how price again is reacting off of that level. Very heavy iceberg. We see that sellers are stepping in. We're getting a push lower. Buyers are failing at this point. Fast forward again just a little bit more to see if this iceberg holds or if we want to fail. Another heavy selling iceberg, 385. Again, this is telling me that sellers are really trying to step in here. So I would again be looking for shorts. I'd look to see if we could break this level just like that. So that's exactly how I would use the icebergs, the heat map, and the book map, sort of all coordinated together. And in this next segment, I'm going to show you this exact play with a chart of ES as well. So now we have on our right hand side a trading view chart of the ES 1 minute of the same day, same time. We are going into the 10:27 candle on the 1 minute chart. We are going into the 10:27 time on Bookmap on the left. So we're going to play it out on Bookmap. We're going to see how this large iceberg order holds up to the buy side and how we would have been able to take advantage of that, been able to go long, and then been able to target maybe the next strong level on the heat map. Now, something I will want to point out though, once we start getting up here, once we see that we have a very strong iceberg to the downside, this 317 lot, this 250 lot, this is a lot heavier to the downside than this is to the upside, right, to the buy side. So then the sellers look like they're coming in a lot stronger. So we're going to play that out on the TradingView replay system for just a minute, and we see that we did have a very nice move into the supply zone. So this is that pump that we have right here. Then we had a very strong rejection, right? And that rejection comes when we see that this strong lot, these strong sellers, 308, 317, this is huge selling. Remember, guys, because this is an iceberg, this 308, this 317, this is just the tip of a humongous, huge order that's hidden in the market. So we start getting that rejection. We see that on the 1 minute. We would have been able to take some shorts either right here on the 1 minute time frame, or we would have been able to take a short with these very strong icebergs. These are sell side icebergs because they're above us. And we would have been able to keep a very tight stop loss on this. Now, we're going to play it out on the TradingView replay system with a 3x speed, and we're going to see that the market ended up giving us a full-on reversal at that point, giving us a huge sell-off that we would have been able to catch the near top of with the help of Bookmap and the Icebergs Indicator. So now that we know how to use the Iceberg Indicator, we know what Iceberg Orders are, we're going to go into the settings, and that's going to be in the top left under Configure Add-ons. We're going to come down to the Stops and Icebergs on chart and make sure we have that checked off so it's on. Now, me personally, I like to keep the show stops off. I don't feel like they are as necessary as an iceberg order. The icebergs show much larger and aggressive orders. So with that being said, I like to go into the settings, which is this little down arrow next to show icebergs, and we're going to come first to the aggregated threshold. At this point, we're going to make it 20, so it's going to get rid of or fade out some of those smaller iceberg orders. That way, we don't have a whole bunch of icebergs everywhere at once, and if we wanted, we could maybe do something like 50. That way, we're really seeing those much stronger levels. At this point, we're also able to change a whole bunch of other things as well. Show total volume for whatever reason. If you want to turn that off, you could turn that off. Show execution icons. That changes all of these little icons up because some of these are execution icons where some of them are not. And there's just a whole bunch of other things to play around with. You can do cell colors. You can make this cell wall. So the top iceberg, you can make that red if you want to remember that that's where the sellers are. And the bottom one, for buy colors, you can make that green so you know that that's where the buying icebergs are. You change icon size, icon offset. Bookmap loves to give us a ton of different ways we could change our tools and indicators. And that's probably one of the best parts of Bookmap. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this video helped. Hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to catch us live Monday and Friday in the morning for live streams and live trading. Catch you guys there. Have a great day. Like and subscribe and happy trading.